conscript start.
Alright, here we are today, previewing the Dark Eldar Codex. I am Lord Solar Steve. Over here we have Deathbringer, Farseer Rerolls, Vogrin, and Seer K, who's a special guest today from his own blog. Guys have been kind of looking over the Codex all day long, and yesterday for some, last night.
Took it to my house. It is not sticky though.
What do you guys think so far? Let's start with Deathbringer.
It seems like a powerful codex. The poison weapons are definitely going to change the way the game plays a little bit. Everything being able to move at 12 inches and still being able to fire all of its weapons, like the Raiders and the Ravagers, is definitely going to change how things work.
How do you think, as a demon player, is it going to affect how you strategize?
Yes. Demon player.
It's definitely going to change how I write my list. The amount of AP2 and AP3 stuff along with all the poison weapons. Definitely going to change the number of monstrous creatures I have in the list.
Okay. Farseer?
First, I'd like to give a shout from our blog, which is Dark Future Games, and from our local game shop, which is Evolution Games.
Yep, that's where we're recording from tonight.
Kind of impromptu, so forgive me. I like the Codex. They are definitely maintaining their first strike, kill everything before they get swung on. Definitely maintain strengths and weaknesses from last Codex. Fast, lots of attacks, lots of ability for poison and auto wounds on 4-up. Still only T3. Still only have, what do you guys want, cardboard? Tissue paper?
Definitely tissue paper.
Do you, I know you were thinking about maybe starting a little bit of Dark Eldar. Have you decided you're going to, or?
I want to paint up maybe 1,000 points, maybe 1,500. I definitely like the witches and the warriors. And I really, really like the fact that I want to play mandrakes. I want to play mandrakes and the 3 homunculi and like the 1 archon with like the ghost field and the agonizer whip and so much arcane war gear. Like he needs just extra hands and fingers for them.
Alright, Vogrin, you as an Imperial Guard player, a lot of people will go and cry about how Imperial Guard are kind of one of the top rated things, as I well know.
Top rated, top cheating.
Well, you know. What do you think, how this is going to change Imperial Guard's playstyle right now?
Well, I think that meching up got more useful and more dangerous at the same time. They've got a lot of ways to pop our vehicles, especially since they're so fast they can get to the flanks of those chimeras that you see in such large numbers these days. And once we get out of our vehicles, we are going to die horrendously and in large numbers.
As usual.
The mobility alone in that codex is just nasty, nasty, nasty. If I was going to start a second army, I think I would be starting a Dark Eldar army.
Okay.
I really like the way the codex was made. It looks like a really well-balanced, powerful codex.
At this rate, we might just have to start our own Dark Eldar League.
Alright, and of course, our most prolific Eldar player and Dark Eldar player now. He runs his own blog. If you want to give it a shout out,
That'd be Craft World Lansing.
Okay.
At craftworldlansing.blogspot.com.
And as someone who's been kind of looking forward to this change for a few months now, are you happy with everything they've done?
I'm very happy with the direction that they've gone. Phil Kelly is officially my hero, and I'm hoping he has this approach when he actually redoes the Eldar Codex. The main things that I like are the move to poison weapons, because that was a major, like say, weakness besides the real, the usual Eldar crap of low toughness and the armor being basically tissue paper and just for show. Poison weapons, and actually the amount of weapons in here that actually are, rather than like an insta-killing, rather a remove from play, so it kind of gets around that whole Eternal Warrior thing that can get kind of annoying, demons. And everybody knows how much I hate demons.
That's my
The rage.
I like the direction. It's very fast moving, still very hard hitting. I think it's going to be real difficult for new players though, as it's always been a very, Eldar too have been kind of an army more for skilled players, advanced players, because they do hit hard, they hit fast, and if you get mired, same thing's going to happen. The saves actually on some of the units got worse, so you're going to be like, especially the Reaver bikes. They have a 5-up save now.
Yeah, we were talking about that. We were talking about the Reaver bikes earlier with Vogerin, and we were discussing how it kind of gave the Imperial Guard even more of a reason, in my opinion, because I already like it, but some people haven't been taking them, of taking Hellhounds instead of just taking Bane Wolves to have that fast response and distance to keep them away from you.
Yeah, I mean, that's with the Imperial Guard armies and even Space Marines to some degree, or a Tau, any of the, since everybody's been kind of commenting 5th edition's basically a return, or like mechanized combat, and I've been kind of calling it somewhat of a return to Hero Hammer. Harkety that is a 2nd edition where you could, Marnius Kelgar or Failbadon, the fail spoiler, could kill an entire army by himself.
Solitaire.
Solitaire.
Still aren't in.
That's the one thing I'm. It's going to be very disappointing for Dark Eldar players when and if a new Eldar Codex comes out and Harlequin entry is different.
That's one of the big things.
Yeah, as it stands, I was really looking forward. I knew they probably weren't going to put solitaires in, but I was really looking forward to kind of a shout out to the old school guys. All I know is, just with going back to the poison weapons, old school Terminator, leader of the Dark Future Games blog, is going to be crying like a baby when I play him.
Trigon's T6 mean nothing! Nothing!
Not just that, Captain Obvious is probably going to be a little bit upset himself due to the fact he gave up that army and sold it to you.
And now he's a second turncoat to the Daemon army.
Yeah. All right. Quick thing for our two possible Dark Eldar players.
Possible about it.
Because we're kind of running out of time. What do you think is your favorite new piece of weaponry or war gear from the Codex?
My personal favorite, just because I know how crappy it can be, is the new and upgraded Crucible Malediction. Speaking as a person that uses lots of Farseers and Warlocks, the new Crucible, rather than stopping after it kills somebody, actually every Psyker within 3d6 inches of the guy wielding it takes a test. So you can, there's a lot more of a kill potential for the one-shot, and that was the main, it was a high points cost, one-shot item that was...
It's going to make Eldar and Imperial Guard players think about where they place their Psykers right now, huh?
Yeah.
And what about you?
Man, I am loving those Hellions and the Reaver jet bikes. The jet bikes save got worse, but the fact of the matter is, with pain points, they can still be FNP, Furious Charge, Fearless, and they have combat drugs. So they can start with a pain token, have an extra attack, reroll wounds, and turbo boosting 3d6 for a 3-up cover save and hitting someone with possibly 30 strength 4 attacks. I don't want to move this chair because my pants might be bigger than they should be.
All right, well, we are going to say goodbye for now. I think we'll get some reviews soon on battle reports, both from our Eldar players and other fans of different genres. Hopefully it will be good reviews and not too upsetting. I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit feeling out period because there's so much to take in this codex that people are going to have to figure out how they want to run it. Just kind of like Blood Angels is still kind of feeling their way through. So that's it from this time from Evolution Games and Dark Future Gaming, and we'll talk to you soon.